Hello, and welcome to English in Fluency. I'm Alex, and it is so wonderful to have you here with me today. How are you feeling right now, in this moment? Are you comfortable? Are you relaxed? I hope you are. I hope you have found a quiet place. Maybe you have a warm cup of tea or a glass of water. I want you to feel comfortable, because today we are not in a rush. We are going to do the opposite of rushing. We are going to take our time. We are going to spend this next period of time together, just you and me, practicing our English and exploring a very, very important idea. An idea that, I believe, is one of the hardest things to practice in our modern, fast world. What is this idea? It's a small word, but it is incredibly powerful. The word is patience. Patience. What does it mean? Patience is the ability to wait for something. But it's more than just waiting. It's the ability to wait for a long time, or to deal with a difficult situation, without becoming angry or upset. It is the ability to stay calm when things are slow. And this is connected to a famous saying, an old piece of wisdom that you have probably heard. The saying is, good things take time. This sounds so simple, doesn't it? Good things take time. We can all nod our heads and say, yes, that is true. But how many of us really live this way? Our world, the world in 2025, is built on the idea of fast. We want instant results. We have instant coffee, so we don't have to wait for it to brew. We have instant messages, so we don't have to wait for a letter. We have instant downloads, instant streaming, instant food. And because of this, we have started to believe that everything in life should be instant. We have started to believe that success should be instant. We look at our phones, we scroll through social media, and what do we see? We see people who look like they became successful overnight. That word, overnight, means it happened in one night. Very, very quickly. We see someone who has a perfect, successful life, and we think it happened fast. But the social media picture does not show the story. It does not show the years of work. It does not show the failures. It does not show the long, slow, difficult journey. It only shows the final, beautiful result. And what happens when we look at this? We look at our own lives. We look at our own goals. And we feel impatient. I-M-P-A-T-I-E-N-T. Impatient is the opposite of patient. It is when you cannot wait. You feel angry, you feel annoyed, you feel frustrated because things are not happening fast enough. This is especially true for a journey like the one you are on. You are learning English. You are a B1 or B2 level listener. This means you have already done so much work. You have passed the beginner levels. You have built a foundation. But maybe, right now, you feel stuck. You feel like you are not improving. You feel like your progress is too slow. You want to be fluent now. You are impatient with your own mind. You feel frustrated when you make a mistake. You feel angry when you cannot find the right word. You compare yourself to native speakers or to other learners who seem better than you, and you feel that you are being left behind. If you feel this way, I want you to know something. You are not alone. This feeling is completely normal. I have felt this way. Every single person who has ever tried to learn something difficult has felt this way. The journey from B1 to C1, from intermediate to advanced, is often the longest, slowest part of the journey. It is the part of the journey where patience is the most important skill you can have. It is even more important than grammar rules. It is the skill of staying on the journey. So today, We are going to practice this skill. We are going to practice patience together. We are going to listen to a story. It's a conversation, a real-life conversation between two people. As we listen, I want you to do more than just listen for the words. I want you to listen for the feelings. Our story is about a young woman named Maya. Maya is creative, she is talented, and she is working very, very hard. But she is also deeply impatient. She is full of frustration. And she is going to meet an older man, a gardener named Mr. Henderson. And he is going to teach her and us a little bit about this idea that good things take time. I will be here with you, your host, Alex. I will guide you through the story. We will pause the story many times. We will stop and we will talk. I will explain difficult words. I will help you understand phrasal verbs or idioms. We will talk about the emotions of the characters. This is not a test, I promise. There is no test at the end. This is just practice. It is just an opportunity to sit with the English language, to let it flow over you, like music. You don't have to understand every single word. Just try to follow the main idea, the feeling. That is the goal. Are you ready? Let's take a deep breath. Let's relax our shoulders. And let's begin. Our story begins in a small, bright apartment. The room is filled with plants, beautiful green plants on shelves, hanging from the ceiling, sitting on the windowsill. This is Maya's apartment, and it is also her office. Maya has a small online business. She sells plants. She loves plants. But right now, Maya is not looking at her plants. She is sitting at her small desk, looking at her phone. Her thumb is moving. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Fast. Her face is very close to the screen. Her eyebrows are pulled together. This is the expression, the look on her face, of someone who is not happy. She is tense. Suddenly, her phone makes a sound. A little cha-ching sound. It is the sound of a sale. Someone has bought a plant from her website. But Maya does not smile. She sighs. A sigh, S-I-G-H, is when you let out a long, slow breath. It is the sound of disappointment or sadness. She looks at the sale. $5. One small succulent. Great. Her voice is heavy with sarcasm. Sarcasm. S-A-R-C-A-S-M. This is when you say the opposite of what you mean, to show that you are annoyed. She is not happy. Great means terrible when she says it. She taps on another app. Instagram. The screen fills with bright, perfect pictures. She is looking at another plant seller's profile. This profile is called Chloe's Jungle. It is very, very popular. Chloe has 500,000 followers. Maya has 500. Chloe is posting a new video. In the video, Chloe is laughing. She is holding a new product, a miracle plant food. She is announcing a big partnership, a big brand deal with a large company. She is beautiful. She is successful. She looks perfectly happy. Maya throws her phone onto her desk. It makes a loud clatter. I don't understand, she says, to no one. She is alone in her apartment. I just don't understand. I've been doing this for a year. A whole year. I work all day. I package my plants with handwritten notes. My plants are healthier than hers. She started 6 months after me. And she's famous. It's not fair. What is her secret? What am I doing wrong? She puts her head in her hands. She feels very small and very angry. She feels like a failure. Let's pause here, right at this moment of high emotion. Let's stop the story. Wow, this is a very powerful scene. How do you feel listening to this? Do you feel any empathy for Maya? Empathy, E-M-P-A-T-H-Y, is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. Can you understand why Maya is so upset? I think many of us can. Let's look at the words she used. She said she is frustrated. We talked about this word. Frustrated. This is the feeling of being blocked. She is working hard, but she is not getting the results she wants. She feels like she is hitting a wall. And what is the cause of her frustration? It is comparison. comparison. To compare is to look at two things, or two people, and see how they are similar or different. Maya is comparing her journey to Chloe's journey. She is looking at her small $5 sale, and she is looking at Chloe's big brand deal. A brand deal is when a company pays an influencer, a popular person on social media, to advertise their product. This is a big sign of success. Maya is comparing her inside to Chloe's outside. She sees all of her own hard work, her own doubts, her own struggles, and she only sees Chloe's final, perfect, successful image. This is a very dangerous thing to do. We call this the comparison trap. A trap, T-R-A-P, is something that catches you. It's hard to get out of. Maya is caught in the comparison trap. She asks, "What am I doing wrong?" And she asks, "What is her secret?" This is a very important question. Maya believes that there must be a secret, a trick, a hack, a shortcut. She thinks Chloe knows a secret that she does not. She thinks if she could just find this secret, she would be successful too. Have you ever felt this way about your English? Have you ever looked at someone who speaks English fluently and thought, "What is their secret? What am I doing wrong? I am studying grammar. I am practicing. Why am I not fluent like them?" This is the same feeling. It is the belief that success should be fast and that there is a secret key. But what if there is no secret? What if the only secret is time and patient, consistent work? Maya is in a lot of pain. She is not a bad person. She is just a person who is tired and who has been measuring her success with the wrong ruler. She is measuring herself against everyone else. She needs a new perspective. A perspective, perspective, is a way of thinking about something, a point of view. And I think she is about to find one. Let's go back to the story. Maya is so upset and frustrated that she cannot stay in her apartment. She feels like the walls are closing in on her. "I need air," she says. She grabs her keys and leaves. She doesn't know where she is going. She just walks. Her apartment is in a small town, and the main street leads to a park. Every Saturday, this park hosts a farmer's market. A farmer's market is a place where local farmers and artisans, people who make things with their hands, come to sell their products. They sell fresh vegetables, fruits, bread, flowers, and crafts. Maya usually likes the market, but today she just walks through it, not really seeing anything. The colors are bright, people are smiling and talking, but Maya feels gray and silent. She walks to the very end of the market, where it is quieter. And there, under a large old tree, is a small, simple table. Behind the table is an old man. He is wearing a straw hat and a simple shirt. He has kind, wrinkled eyes. This is Mr. Henderson. Mr. Henderson is a gardener. He doesn't sell flashy, exciting things. He sells vegetables. He sells tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce. And he sells small baby plants, called starts, for people to plant in their own gardens. His table is not popular like the bright flower stall. It is quiet. But his plants are incredibly healthy. They are deep green and very strong. Mr. Henderson is carefully, slowly, tying one of his tomato plants to a small wooden stick to give it support. He sees Maya. He stops his work and he smiles. It is a slow, genuine smile. "Good morning, Maya," he says. His voice is calm and deep. Maya stops. She was not expecting anyone to talk to her. "Oh, good morning, Mr. Henderson." Mr. Henderson looks at her for a moment. He is very observant. To be observant, observant, means you are very good at noticing things. He notices her tense shoulders. He notices her sad eyes. "You look," he says, "like you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders today." Let's pause again. What a wonderful expression. To carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. This is an idiom. An idiom, idiom, is a phrase where the words together have a different meaning from the individual words. If you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, it does not mean you are actually carrying the planet. It means you look and feel like you have a very, very heavy problem. You are full of worry, stress, and responsibility. Think about a time you felt this. Maybe before a big exam, or maybe when you had a very serious problem at work. You could say, "I am carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders." Mr. Henderson sees that Maya is carrying this heavy, invisible weight. He is not telling her to cheer up. He is not telling her to smile. He is just noticing her feeling. He is validating her feeling. To validate, validate, means to show that you understand and accept someone's feeling as real and important. This is a very kind thing to do. Let's see how Maya responds. Does she pretend everything is fine? Maya looks at him, and something about his calm, kind face makes her feel safe. The anger and frustration she has been holding inside all morning, all year, suddenly just bursts. It comes out. I don't know what to do," she says. Her voice is a little shaky. "I work so hard. I am trying to build my business. I do everything right. I have good products. I'm honest. I work day and night, and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I see other people who are just flashy. They are not better than me, but they are getting everything. They are getting the brand deals, the followers, the success. And I am failing. I am just failing. I feel like I'm invisible. I must be doing something terribly wrong. Maybe I should just quit." She vents. To vent, V-E-N-T, means to let out a strong negative emotion. You just let it all come out. It's like opening a window in a hot, stuffy room. And Maya has just vented to Mr. Henderson. Mr. Henderson does not look shocked. He does not look uncomfortable. He just listens. He nods his head slowly as she speaks. He is giving her his full attention. This is a rare gift. When she is finished, she is breathing hard. She looks a little embarrassed. "I'm sorry," she says. I don't know why I said all that." "Never be sorry for speaking the truth," Mr. Henderson says softly. He wipes his hands, which are covered in soil, on a small cloth. "So, you are in a hurry to grow." Maya blinks. I guess. Yes. I'm not growing. I'm failing." "No," he says very simply. "You are not failing. You are just impatient." He points to a plant on his table. It is a very large, beautiful tomato plant with many small green tomatoes hanging from it. "Do you like this tomato?" "It's a beautiful plant, Mr. Henderson," Maya says, confused. She does not understand where this is going. "It is," he agrees. "Now, what if I told you that in March, when I planted the seed, I came out every day and yelled at it?" Maya looks even more confused. "Yelled at it?" "Yes. What if I came out and said, 'Grow! Grow faster. Look at the neighbor's tomato plant. It's already bigger than you. You are a failure of a seed. Why are you just sitting there in the dirt? Grow, grow, grow. What do you think would happen? Maya has to smile, just a little. I don't think it would help. You are right, Mr. Henderson says. It would not help. The seed would not grow faster. It might not grow at all. It might get scared. He laughs a small, quiet laugh. A seed knows what to do. It has a timeline. My job, as a gardener, is not to yell at it. My job is not to rush it. My job is not to compare it to the neighbor's seed. My job is to give it what it needs. I must give it good soil. I must give it water. I must give it sunshine. And then, I must be patient. I must trust the process. The hardest part of gardening, Maya, is not the digging. It's the waiting. Let's pause again. This is the heart of our lesson today. This is a beautiful analogy. An analogy, analogy, is a comparison between two different things to explain an idea. Mr. Henderson is comparing Maya's business and her life to a tomato plant. Maya is the gardener. Her business is the seed. And what has she been doing? She has been yelling at her seed. She has been saying, "Grow faster. Look at Chloe's plant. You are a failure." She has been full of impatience, frustration, and comparison. Mr. Henderson is offering a new perspective. He is saying, your job is not to yell. Your job is to nurture. To nurture, N-U-R-T-U-R-E, means to care for and protect something so it can grow. What does this mean for Maya? What is the good soil for her business? Maybe it's her knowledge of plants. What is the water? Maybe it's her hard work, packing the boxes. What is the sunshine? Maybe it's her creativity. She is doing all of that. But she is forgetting the last, most important ingredient. The waiting, the patience, the trust that the work she is doing will lead to growth in its own time. How does this relate to your English learning? It is a perfect analogy. Your English journey is the seed. You are the gardener. Are you yelling at your seed? Are you saying, "Why am I not fluent? I studied for 2 hours. I should be perfect. Look at that other person. They are so much better. I am a failure." If you talk to yourself this way, you are not helping your seed grow. You are stressing it out. What if you changed your job? What if your job is not to be fluent today? What if your job is just to be the gardener? To give your English seed what it needs? What is the good soil? Your books, your resources. What is the water? This podcast. Listening for 30 minutes. That is watering your seed. What is the sunshine? Speaking, even if you make mistakes. And what is the final ingredient? Patience. Trust. Trusting that if you water, and you give sun, and you use good soil, the seed will grow. It must grow. It is a law of nature. You just cannot see the growth every single day. This is a profound, P-R-O-F-O-U-N-D idea. Profound means very deep, very wise. Mr. Henderson is a very wise man. He is not just a gardener, he is a philosopher. Let's go back to Maya. She is listening to all of this. She is really hearing him. Maya is silent for a long time. She looks at the tomato plant. She looks at the good, dark soil. "So, I'm yelling at my seed," she says quietly. "We all do," Mr. Henderson says, "especially when we are young. We want the fruit before the flower. We want the flower before the leaf. We want the leaf before the root. But nature has an order. And the most important work, the work that takes the longest, always happens first. It happens in the dark. It happens underground." He walks to the back of his small stall and picks up something. It is a small, brown, ceramic pot. It looks like it is full of just dirt. "What do you see here?" he asks. Maya looks. It's a pot of dirt? It looks like it, he agrees. This is a Japanese black pine. It is a bonsai tree. A bonsai, B-O-N-S-A-I, is a very small tree that is grown in a pot and is kept small on purpose. It is a form of art. Maya is very confused. Mr. Henderson, I don't see anything. There is no tree. Mr. Henderson smiles. Exactly. I planted the seed for this tree 3 years ago. Maya's eyes go wide. 3 years? And nothing has happened? Oh, something has happened, he says. A great deal has happened. But it has all happened underground. For 3 years, this seed has been growing one thing, a taproot. A taproot, T-A-P-R-O-O-T, is the main central root of a plant that grows straight down. It has to grow deep, deep, deep to find water and to make a strong foundation. A foundation, F-O-U-N-D-A-T-I-O-N, is the base, the bottom, the strong part that holds everything else up. This pine seed knows that it cannot come up into the air, into the world, until its foundation is absolutely perfect and strong. If it came up in the first year, it would be weak. A small wind, a hot day, it would die. So it is patient. It does its work in the dark. It is building its strength. Maybe next year, or the year after, a tiny green shoot will come up. And when it does, I will know. It is ready. It will be strong. It will be able to handle the wind. He puts the pot of dirt gently back on the shelf, like it is a precious treasure. You, Maya, he says, looking at her, you are not failing. You are not invisible. You are building your taproot. This year that you have been working, this failure you feel, this is your time in the dark. You are learning. You are learning how to run a business. You are learning who your customers are. You are learning how to package things. You are learning what works and what doesn't. You are building your foundation. You cannot see the tree yet, but the root is growing. All of this is your underground work. Let's pause. I have goosebumps. Goosebumps, G-O-O-S-E-B-U-M-P-S. Is that feeling you get? The little bumps on your skin when you hear something that is very true or very powerful. This is such a powerful, powerful image. The bonsai tree. It takes 3 years of work, in the dark, before you see anything. This is patience on a completely different level. Mr. Henderson is telling Maya that her hard work is not wasted. Her failure is actually her foundation. This is a complete change of perspective. He is giving her permission to be in the dark part of the journey. He is telling her it is normal, and it is necessary. Let's think about this for our English. This is, perhaps, the most important lesson I can ever teach you. Your B1 and B2 level. This is your bonsai time. This is your taproot time. You are studying grammar. You are learning prepositions. You are trying to understand the difference between will and going to. It feels like dirt. It's not exciting. It's not a fluent, beautiful conversation. It's just work. It's underground work. You cannot see the tree of fluency yet, and so you get impatient. You want to dig up the seed. Am I fluent yet? Am I fluent yet? You are yelling at your seed. But what if you trusted? What if you believed that every single article you read, every podcast you listened to, this podcast is you building your taproot? It is you building a deep, strong foundation of vocabulary and understanding. It is the most important work. You are not failing. You are not stuck. You are a bonsai tree doing your secret, invisible, essential work. And one day, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next month, but one day, that foundation will be so strong that the little green shoot of fluency will come up. And when it does, it will be strong. It will be able to handle the wind, the difficult conversations, the fast-speaking movies, because you did not rush. You built your foundation. This is the promise of patience. This is what "good things take time" really means. It doesn't just mean we have to wait. It means the waiting is the work. The waiting is the growing. Let's see what Maya is thinking. Maya is completely quiet. She is just looking at the pot of dirt. She is thinking about her year, the all-night work, the difficult customers, the mistakes with the post office, the videos she made that nobody watched. She always saw these as failures, scars, bad memories. But now, Mr. Henderson is telling her that was her taproot. That was her foundation. But what about Chloe? She finally whispers. What about the other people? The ones who grow so fast? Are they just better? Mr. Henderson chuckles. A chuckle, chuckle, is a quiet, soft laugh. No, they are not better. They are just different plants. You are a Japanese black pine. You are building something to last for 100 years. You are building an oak tree. An oak tree, O-A-K, is a very large, very strong tree. It takes 50 years for an oak tree to become big, but it stands for 1,000. She, he continues, is a sunflower. A sunflower, S-U-N-F-L-O-W-E-R. And sunflowers are beautiful, aren't they? They grow so fast. You plant a seed, and in one summer, it is huge. It is 10 feet tall. It is bright yellow. Everyone looks at it. Wow! Look at that sunflower. It is the star of the garden. It is famous. But sunflowers have very shallow roots. Shallow, S-H-A-L-L-O-W, means not deep. And because their roots are shallow, what happens when the first big storm of the autumn comes? The wind blows, and snap. The sunflower breaks. It is gone. It was beautiful. It was fast. But it was not built to last. You, Maya, have a choice. You can be a sunflower. You can try to find the secret to grow fast. You can use tricks. You can cut corners. And you might get famous for a summer. Or you can be the oak tree. You can be the bonsai. You can accept that your journey is slower. You can do the hard, invisible, underground work. You can build your taproot. You can build something that lasts, something that is strong and real and true. Which one? He asks, his kind eyes looking right at her. Which one do you want to be? This is the final, brilliant lesson. The sunflower and the oak tree. This is a choice we all have. In our work, in our lives, and in our learning. Are you learning sunflower English? Are you just memorizing lists of words for a test? Are you looking for the hack that will make you fluent in 30 days? That is sunflower English. It might look good, fast, but when you are in a real conversation, a real storm, you will have no deep roots to help you. You will snap. Or, are you learning oak tree English? Are you patiently listening to this long, slow, detailed podcast? Are you reading books, even when it's hard? Are you practicing speaking, even when you are afraid? Are you building your foundation? This is slow. It is not flashy. Nobody sees your underground work. But you are not building for a summer. You are building for a lifetime. You are building an oak tree. You are building a bonsai. This is the choice. And it is a choice you make every day. When you get frustrated, when you feel impatient, you can remember this choice. Am I a sunflower or am I an oak tree? Maya looks at Mr. Henderson, and for the first time that day, she smiles. It is a real smile, a small, tired, but real smile. The weight of the world is gone from her shoulders. She feels light. An oak tree, she says. I think I want to be an oak tree. I thought so, he says. He nods, satisfied. But how? She asks. How do I… Wait. How do I stop yelling at my seed? Ah, he says. That is the practice. You do it by focusing on the soil. You stop looking at the neighbor's garden. You turn off the part of your brain that is always measuring. And you just do the work. You do the work for the love of the work. Not for the result. Not for the fruit. You just fall in love with the process. You fall in love with the feel of the good soil. You fall in love with the watering. You do the right thing every day in a small way. You just take care of your little plant. And you trust. That is all. He turns and picks up a small, healthy tomato, start in a little pot. Here, he says, a gift. Take this one home. And just practice. Don't try to make it the best tomato in the world. Don't compare it to my tomatoes. Just give it some water. Give it some sun. And let it be. Maya takes the small plant. She holds it in her hands. It feels real. It feels solid. Thank you, Mr. Henderson. I don't know how to thank you. There is no need, he says. The tomato plant already thanked me. You just passed the message along. Now go on. You have work to do. You have a taproot to build. Maya nods. She says goodbye. And she walks away from the farmer's market. She walks differently. Her head is high. She is not scrolling on her phone. She is just walking and thinking. She is looking at the trees. She is thinking about their roots. She is changing. Let's end the story there for a moment. What a beautiful, complete transformation. A transformation, transformation, is a total big change. Maya's problem is not solved. She did not suddenly get 500,000 followers. She did not get a brand deal. Her situation is the same, but she is different. Her mindset has changed. A mindset, M-I-N-D-S-E-T, is your way of thinking, your attitude. Her old mindset was, I am failing because I am not growing fast. I must find a secret. Her new mindset is, I am building my foundation. My slowness is my strength. I must be patient and trust the process. This is the victory. The victory is not getting the prize. The victory is changing your mind. Now, let's just quickly imagine. Let's skip forward. Let's see what happens. Let's go forward in time. Maybe 1 month. We are back in Maya's apartment. It looks different. It's cleaner. It's more organized. There is music playing. Soft, calm music. Maya is at her desk. She is repotting a plant. Repotting is when you move a plant from one pot to a bigger pot to give its roots more space to grow. She is being very gentle. She is carefully loosening the roots. Her phone is on her desk, but it is turned over. The screen is dark. She is not looking at it. She is also filming a video. Her camera is on a tripod, but the video is different from the ones she tried to make before. She is not trying to be flashy. She is not trying to be Chloe. She is just being Maya. Hi, everyone, she says. Her voice is calm and quiet. Today, I'm not doing a big plant haul. A plant haul, H-A-U-L, is a video where you show all the new things you bought. Instead, she says, I want to talk about something that is not very pretty. I want to talk about root rot. Root rot, R-O-T, is a disease that kills the roots of a plant. It's not glamorous, she says, but it's the most important part. Your plant can only be as healthy as its roots. If you don't build a good foundation, well, you'll have a sunflower. And we want an oak tree. So, let me show you. Let me show you what healthy roots look like. Let me show you how to build the good soil. She is teaching. She is sharing her real, deep knowledge. She is not trying to sell. She is trying to help. She is nurturing her garden, her customers. Later that day, she finally checks her phone. She has a notification. It is not a sale. It is a long comment on her new video. The comment says, "I have been struggling with my plants for years. I've watched all the flashy videos, and they never helped. This is the first time someone has explained the why. You just saved my grandmother's favorite plant. Thank you. Thank you so much." Maya reads the comment, and she smiles. A deep, real, and truly happy smile. She looks over at her windowsill. The little tomato plant from Mr. Henderson is there, and on its stem, there is a tiny, new green tomato starting to grow. It is very small. It is not a huge success, but it is real. It is progress. It is the fruit of her patient, underground work. She is not famous, but she is no longer a failure. She is a gardener. She is an oak tree. And that is where we will leave Maya. What do you think? I love this story. I love this story because it is true. Not the details, but the feeling, the lesson. This is how life works. This is how learning works. Good things, good, strong, lasting things. Take time. So, let's review what we learned today. We learned, of course, about patience, the ability to wait, and impatience, the anger at waiting. We learned about frustration, the feeling of being blocked. We learned about the comparison trap and the danger of comparing ourselves to others. We learned the idiom to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, which means to feel very stressed and worried. We learned the word vent, which is to let out all your negative feelings. And then we learned the beautiful positive words. We learned about empathy, understanding another's feelings. We learned about validating those feelings. We learned about perspective, a new way of seeing. And we learned 3 powerful analogies. The tomato plant. You cannot yell at a seed to make it grow faster. Your job is to nurture, not to rush. The bonsai tree. The most important work happens underground, in the dark. Your stuck time is your taproot time. It is your foundation. The sunflower and the oak tree. You have a choice. Do you want to be fast, flashy, and weak? Or slow, strong, and built to last? I want you to take these ideas with you. Today, tomorrow, this week, when you are practicing your English, and you feel that old, familiar feeling, the impatience, the frustration, I want you to stop. And I want you to ask yourself, am I yelling at my seed? And I want you to change the question. I want you to ask, what does my seed need from me today? Does it need water? Listening? Does it need sunshine? Speaking? Does it need good soil? Reading? And then, just do that one small thing. Water your plant. That is all. I want you to try a small practice, just in your mind. Think about one thing you are impatient about right now. It could be your English. It could be your job. It could be your life. Now, I want you to tell yourself, this is my bonsai tree. I am building my taproot. This work is not a failure. It is my foundation. Just try to believe that. See how it feels. It feels calmer, doesn't it? It feels more powerful. You are not failing. You are building your oak tree. Thank you so much for spending this very long, very patient time with me today. It has been a true joy to be here with you, to be your host, Alex, on English in Fluency. You have done a wonderful thing for your English today. You have watered your seed for a very long time. You have built your taproot. I am very, very proud of you. And now, I have a small call to action. That is a request for you, my wonderful listener. If this story, if this lesson helped you today, if it made you feel calmer, more patient, more hopeful, I would ask you to do 3 small things. First, please subscribe to this channel, English in Fluency. When you subscribe, you are making a promise to yourself. You are saying, I am a gardener. I am in this for the long journey. I am building my oak tree. It is a beautiful commitment. Second, I would love for you to leave a comment. I want to read your story. Please, tell me in the comments, are you building a bonsai or an oak tree? Or just write this one sentence, I am watering my seed. Let's fill the comments with these positive, patient promises. It will be our garden. And third, if you know someone, a friend, a family member, a co-worker, who is feeling frustrated, who is feeling impatient, who is carrying the weight of the world, please, share this episode with them. Maybe they need to hear that they are not a failure. Maybe they just need to hear that they are a sunflower, and they need to start thinking like an oak tree. Thank you again, from the bottom of my heart. You are doing amazing work. Be kind to yourself. Be patient. Good things take time. And you are a very, very good thing. This has been English in Fluency. I'm Alex. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.